In a world saturated with content, your trusted RBN embodies that spirit, espousing a philosophy grounded in accountability as it tackles Black social issues, family issues, and political issues with the rigor and fervor that are both rare and necessary. Under the audacious motto, we dare to be bold, not silent, the channel invites viewers into a space of unapologetic discourse, where pressing issues are unpacked with intelligence, empathy, and resilience. Standing at the intersection of empowerment and education, this platform recognizes that discussions around Black social issues cannot be contained within narrow confines. Hence, it sprawls into diverse territories. Beyond the headlines, your trusted RBN explores the undercurrents shaping Black people issues with a lens that is both piercing and compassionate. A foray into the channel's political discourse reveals a landscape where accountability isn't just championed, it is demanded. Through thoughtful analysis and discerning critiques, the platform urges viewers to envision a political sphere devoid of passivity. Here, individuals are not mere spectators, but active participants steering the narrative and progress. Furthermore, engagement is not a one-way street on this platform. Viewers find themselves in a vibrant community where their voices are valued, where they are urged to be bold, not silent, and to engage actively through likes, comments, shares, and discussions that foster a rich and diverse tapestry of perspectives and insights. In a nutshell, your trusted RBN is more than a content hub. It is a pulsating, dynamic entity that stands as a bastion of accountability in a world inundated with noise. It doesn't just venture to spark discussions, it ignites movements, steering narratives with a force that is unyielding, yet respectful, grounded, yet visionary. Subscribe today and become a part of a community where you dare to be bold and not silent, where your voice matters. Now, welcome to our live stream. Have the conversation.
LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Okay, they been sleeping on me, now it's time to wake up from that nap. Get to know me, shorty, you can do that when you hear me rap. Flowing like a river when I spit, I know you feeling that. Crowns on my head, be snapbacks and some fitted caps. Yep, turn it to the back and walk tall. Under 6 feet, I'm really not that tall at all, but I do some things that you never seen, bruh. Acting like a king. Why is that? Cause I'm a king, bruh. With a swagger that you probably never ever saw. Call me sushi cause I gotta give it to him raw. Southpaw like a left-handed boxer. Get the microphone and start snapping like a lobster. Yes sir, I've been made all over. Not Jehovah Witness, but I witness for Jehovah. Yep, I'm a soldier, marching on the scene. Christ paid the price, so I've been made a righteous king. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Crown up on my head, yeah, I cut them dreads. Focus on my craft, gotta keep the family fed. I am on my grind, kingdom on my mind. I ain't talking about rims when I say I'm getting my shine. I'm talking about that light, shining through my life. High flows, high tracks, gotta represent Christ. Step up on the scene, looking like a king, walking like a king, talking like a king. Not just any king, talking about a righteous king. Declared righteous by Christ, yep, Christ the king. Not moved by man, don't care what you're talking about. People's here, keep talking while I'm walking it out. Yep, doing my thing, repping Jesus' name. Going hard, moving up, yep, that's my aim. Bouncing, swagging, fresh kicks.
All right, everybody. We are back. We are back. Whew. We are your trusted RBN, your real Bravado Network, where we address Black people issues, especially those issues that keep Black folk from being together. Over here, we attack the issue and not the person, unless the person is the issue. Welcome to an afternoon version of Have the Conversation, our coffee break, because that's all we're here for today, is a coffee break. There's no coffee in here. I don't drink coffee, but our afternoon coffee break. So we got, I don't know, I've not seen anybody really covering this, but actually Will Smith has actually came out and I guess responded. And yeah. So hold on, before we get going today. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge the real Bravado Network. Acknowledge the chat. Acknowledge those who watch later. Acknowledge those that give comments after the stream. And acknowledge the top supporter of the real Bravado Network. And the top supporter is not the person who gives the most financially to the platform. The real Bravado Network top supporter is none other than our homeboys Smoke and Talk. The top supporter of the Real Bravado Network is those who come by, show some pull up, show some support, participate, contribute to the content. Those are our top supporters. In every stream, we will have a new top supporter. The top financial contributor, we're working on something for that later. But yes, indeed. Let's see who's in the building. Mr. Willie Walker is in the building, or actually he sent this earlier today. I don't know if he's on right now, but he sent this earlier today. Willie Walker from Singles by Choice and Cart Before the Horse podcast, respectively. And so I guess he's saying straight like that with the, I guess what we're talking about today. And the good sister is here. Take heed to the message is here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My homeboy Bill Walsh is in the building. Good afternoon. And of course, as always, Sister Almond Eyes is in the building. And I cannot forget about the homeboy Derek Gaines is in the building. And right behind Derek Gaines is always Mr. Eric Jordan. And we cannot forget about our good sister, Miss Mona D is in the building.
She needs psychiatric help.
Yes, Miss Mona D don't need psychiatric help. Well, at least I don't think so. Need any psychiatric help. All right, guys, we are here today for a coffee break, so we won't be here long, and we got a lot to get through today before we get going. So we got to get going on this because we got a lot to get to, for this to be a short coffee break. Okay, so just 1 second.
Let me talk to you.
All right. Lord have mercy. let me talk to you. I alluded to this on the other live stream, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more in detail. But those of you that are here, I actually alluded to this. You know, brothers are out here, black men out here. We are out here catching all kind of L's, and we've been catching L's for 60 years. And I'm not talking about on an individual level. I'm talking about as a collective, as a group. We have been catching L's for 60 damn years. And quite frankly, I am sick and tired of catching L's. And I know we got the manosphere out here whose original purpose was to address these 60 plus years of L's that we've been catching. But here's one thing that is perfectly clear since the emergence of the black manosphere is we're still catching them L's. That's exactly what we're doing out here, no matter what. Ain't that right, white boy? Yeah. We are catching L's, and it doesn't even matter that the manosphere has developed because we're out here still catching these L's. I have been saying for the longest time, actually for the last couple of months, and I'm going to probably hound on it today, and this is not me switching sides or simping and all this other bullshit. This is me telling the truth. Black men out here as a collective, I'm not talking about us individually, so give me a second though. Black men as a group, we are the biggest fucking bunch of cowards walking around. We are afraid of our own damn shadow. We are afraid of everything. We're afraid to talk. We're afraid to speak our piece. We are afraid to correct somebody. We're afraid to stand on our square. And it doesn't matter who it is. Anybody in this country can come on in and get them a piece of a black man. If you want to make your bread, if you want to get your cred, all you got to do is come in and square up against a brother, and you will get your cred because the brothers aren't strong enough, got enough backbones. Their balls ain't big enough, ain't deep enough, ain't furry enough to sit there and not allow this bullshit to continue. The bullshit I'm talking about is the complete and utter annihilation of our public image. And I know for a fact that, I'm not for a fact, but I know we've had plenty of brothers out here, and as my buddy Hamp from This Might Be Risky podcast says, God bless the dead, but Kevin Samuels did the best he could. He did the best he could, and there was some marginal gains being met out here that was starting to happen. And then as soon as the brother wasn't even at a funeral home before all of that crap started coming unraveling. And we're out here catching L's. We won't stand up to, we're too scared to stand up on our job. We're too scared to stand up in our community. We're too scared to stand up to our own damn women. And then we're out here complaining about we're even too scared to stand up against lesser black men. We are afraid to stand up to the duster bunnies that our women are selecting that's helping participate in the annihilation of our cultural ethnic image. And let me tell you guys something. Let me be perfectly clear. The trashing of our collective ethnic image in this country isn't something that is in the process of being destroyed. The crap has already been destroyed. And we are not strong enough out here to stop the bleeding, to triage this stuff, chop the limb off, to put a tourniquet on it, burn the new end to stop the bleeding and heal so we can move forward. We're not strong enough to do that shit. And this stuff with Will Smith and Jada, This is not about Will Smith and Jada no more. This is about the overall symptom of what's going on with black men as a collective. There is not, it doesn't seem to be a single solitary incident in this country that can happen to black men that black men won't get off their ass and finally fight back. Black men are kind of like, we're kind of like the Chicago Bears, the NFL team, the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears has a past history of being strong, tough, efficient, feared, and respected because they handle business. So to a degree, when you see the symbol of the Chicago Bears or when you see their uniform, your initial nonverbal emotional response is, oh my God, those are the Bears. But then when you line up to compete against them suckers, anybody can run over them. A Pee-wee football team can run over the Chicago Bears. They're the weakest, wimpiest team in the NFL. So who is the weakest, wimpiest team in American culture? Black men. I'm not talking about us as an individual. And let me be clear, there are individual black men who are out here winning. But what does that do for the collective image? What does that do for the cultural respect? What does that do for how people engage us, treat us, and not be ashamed to stand next to us? Just because we got a few brothers out here, actually quite more than a few brothers out here on an individual level that is holding frame, who aren't afraid, who are respectable. Those of us that are supposed to be the better versions of us, you know what we do when we get our stuff together? We go out and we kind of segregate ourselves into our own corner. And we bury our head and we pretend like what's happening to us isn't happening because it's not happening to me specifically, which further allows other people or other entities or other institutions or other things to come in and completely run roughshod. Black men, to a degree, we're nothing more than a $3 prostitute. Everybody can come get some. So I hope I didn't just, offend everybody. And if I did, I really don't give a damn because I am sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of coming out here, and I do have a lot of ammunition to defend black men, but I have a lot of ammunition to defend us on a culture, on an individual level. Yes, the numbers are in our favor. Yes, the CDC came out with a study that proves that black men in general are way better human beings and way more productive than the narrative is. But the thing that we're not doing as black men is that we haven't decided collectively to change the actual narrative about us. We are too afraid to change the actual narrative.
Damn.
Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Somebody come in here and tell me I'm wrong about what I'm saying. I'm not talking about us on an individual level, like the individual black man, the good black man, even the ones that are in the public sphere. I'm talking about our cultural collective image. Our cultural collective image is this. Anybody can come in and give black men the business, and it's okay. Anybody can come in, do what they want to black men, and it's okay. The last time I seen a collection of black men show up for anything was that near racist brawl in Alabama. We'll show up for a fucking fist fight, but we won't show up for the fight that we need to fight. I call that cowardly. We show up for the easy stuff. What about the hard stuff? How about the hard job of getting your woman back in line? How about the hard job of realigning her? You won't do it because you are afraid of her. You won't do it because your mama raised you to be afraid of her. You won't do it because our women can bark loud, scream loud, get in your face, and punk you down like the little puppy dog you actually are. Somewhere along the line, we've made the decision as black men that anybody can come in and take us. Let me try to be clean about this. We've made the decision somewhere along the line to lay down and just let them have it. There is a whole reason why this country has built multiple systems that is designed to fight against you. You black men, when we are on our point, which we have not been since 1960, the entire country's political, social, and financial infrastructure was designed to keep you in a subservient, feminized, dependent role. The entire system is designed to hurt you. And our punk ass, let me tell you something. I am proud that a whole goddamn country's infrastructure feels such a way about me that they feel such a way about me that they have to mobilize every weapon that they can possibly find to try to minimize me and my generations to come, my legacy. I'm proud of that because that lets me know who's really to be feared. But the problem is the collective of black men don't understand that. And then those of us with a public platform, like a Will Smith, puts himself on display for the world to see. Even a Will Smith can get done over by a 5'1", 98-pound hyena. Brothers, whoever will listen to this, or somebody forward it later, or if I chop it up, whoever listens to this, let me tell you something. I'm giving you some news, and all you got to do is just say thank you, TJ. Say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My position is that the black woman's disrespect and rebellion against the leadership and the authority of the black man is a direct cause of the breakdown in our black family structure.
When you try to rebel against the police, like let's just say the police officer is trying to come arrest you, and you rebel against him, he calls for backup, and they come at you with overwhelming force to succumb you. When our women decided to completely rebel against us, Where was the overwhelming force to put them back in line? And I don't necessarily even mean physically. So let's get into this whole Jada thing, this Will and Jada thing. And I don't really care about the juicy details. I care about the fact that this is an example. Let me be clear. A Will Smith can't exist without the majority of black men having his mindset. Will Smith is just an individual, but he represents the collective. Will Smith is more common amongst black men than you guys want to give credit to. Let's hear what our good brother Kevin Samuels has to say about it.
Become one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Squeaky clean image. Women love you around the world, and this is what's going on in your house. Your wife is in love with a dead man.
And you are sitting there doing nothing about it. You accepted it. You knew this crap before you even married the woman, but you just had to have this.
Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think my mommy, you are alive. Become one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Squeaky clean image. Women love you around the world, and this is what's going on in your house. Your wife is in love with a dead man. Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so me and my mommy can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Tupac got killed in what, 95, 96? Willow never met Tupac. Why is this little girl writing a letter to Tupac? Why is Will Smith's daughter writing a letter to Tupac?
How, forget being a black man. Men who have daughters. Having a daughter for a guy. You think the woman he's in love with, it has a special place reserved in his heart, in his soul, and on his conscience, and in his blood? A man with a daughter? If y'all don't know, y'all don't know. And this man's daughter, his little, precious, innocent, naive daughter, is writing a Dear John letter to a man she knows nothing about, has never seen, wasn't even in the world when this man was in the world. This little girl, this precious little girl at the time, is writing a letter begging a dead man to find his way back so her and her mother can be happy. Fathers, men who are fathers of daughters, if you're in the home with this daughter, you know, holding this daughter, feeding this daughter, loving on this daughter, and then you see something like this. And this should have been the wake-up call. That's how bad this is. But because black men, too many black men were just soft, for a lack of a better word, and cowardly. This behavior is cowardice. It is cowardice. And I'm not saying to brothers out here that you don't show your woman grace and mercy when she messes up. But this crap right here, whoo, this stuff, you turn my daughter, my little bitty daughter, you turn my little 7, 8-year-old daughter to long for somebody that's not her father, who's not alive, who she's never met. You did that to my daughter? Shit.
What is being said in that house to get this little girl not writing Santa Claus, not writing the Easter Bunny, writing Tupac?
That's the question. That's the question. Yes, what was said, all of that. But for me as a man, more importantly, what did you do? You effing coward. And when black men show cowardice behaviors like this, to accept this, this is the enemy in the inside your own home, and you got an enemy in your home that's there to rob, steal, and kill your family, not even necessarily literally. And what you do as a man, you go make the enemy a turkey sandwich, a bag of chips, and bring them some Kool-Aid and serve it to them on a tray. And talking about, here you go, big fella. And by the way, put your feet up on my coffee table, and here's the remote control. Black men, I am sick and tired of watching us get dominated. Dominated by everybody. And be the first ones out here hollering about, I want some respect. Respect me, respect me. You got to respect me. My number one currency is respect. How in the hell is somebody who gets dominated supposed to be respected? If I'm too heavy tonight, this afternoon, y'all, tell me. If I'm too heavy, tell me. Somebody tell me. Come on up and tell me. People don't like coming up and talking to me. I guess they say I'm too harsh. Or I'm too direct, I'm too blunt, too bold, or whatever. Come on up and tell me. I didn't drop the link. If what you think I'm saying about black men is wrong, come tell me. I'm a black man saying this. As an individual, am I a coward? No. Can somebody come in my home and run roughshod over me? No. Can my woman be pining after a dead man and I accept that crap? Hell no. But that's just me on the individual level. That's just me on the individual level. I am still viewed as the weak, pussified monster that Will Smith is. I'm viewed in the same vein as a Will Smith. I'm viewed like Will Smith and the fucking Pookie and Ray Ray in the hood. I'm viewed through the eyes, through both of them. When I interact with my own black women, I gotta overcome that crap from my own damn black woman. When she should know better. But I'm 45. Most black women that are in my age range and younger have never seen or witnessed a true dog. I'm not talking about the sleep around and low character man. I'm talking about a true male black man, 10 toes down dog. Ain't never seen it in action. Let me tell you guys what happened yesterday. I have a, I guess you can call lady friend. She going through some garbage, some very serious garbage. She come to me telling me the garbage. And here's the thing. She says, I need your advice. I need some help. Ladies, even gentlemen, if you don't want to hear what the fuck I got to say, don't ask me. Because you might not like what you're going to get back. I listened to this story. The story started out with this woman telling me that she was going to, that she had mentioned something to her 10-year-old son. And I let her tell me for 15 minutes. I said nothing. Listen to the entire story. When I thought she was done, I said, "Are you done?" Yes. I said, "Okay." I said, here's my assessment. First, stop talking to your son. I'm not sitting there saying, I'm not sitting here saying that she up there telling all her business to her son, but I said, stop mentioning stuff to your son. Boys, when boys hear despair in their mother's voice and they know where that despair is coming from, boys will try to go exact revenge for that despair. And I said, I couldn't even get to the point of telling her, you can't tell your boys what's going on. You can't even make a passing comment to your boys because you're going to get your boys hurt. I know how boys are going to act. I know how boys are going to act because I am a boy. I couldn't even get through anything else of her situation because she jumped my ass about the boy. So all she wanted to do was
Talkity talking.
That's all she wanted to do. And trust and believe she ain't nothing but
Listen to a single mom. It's time to listen to a single mom. I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom. Mom.
and she just blew up at me. And I said to her, you're needing a man's perspective. You won't even let me get through it. I said, I spoke for 5 seconds and you're ready to fight. I said, guess what, chick? You on your own.
Money making is my thing because I'm trying to be rich, trying to put away meals.
Here comes the money.
Shout out to the homegirl, Alma and I's in the building with...
But these last $2.
With those last $2, shout out Alma and I's. You keep going. You good. Keep going. I love it. I was telling somebody, come up and tell me. And Messy Michonne, the sister, the good sister in the building. And Messy Michonne is a proud...
woman.
Hey, she proud of that shit. I'm here. So to the chat and RBN. What's up, Messy? I'm glad you're over here. So a lot of women. Michonne, she wasn't none of my woman. She was just lady friend who was having some man problems in her own life. And I was trying to assess. She asked for a man's perspective, some help. Try to give her some help. She in some trouble. But motherfuckers don't want to listen. They're not accustomed to listening. A lot of our women are not accustomed to that. But on an individual level, getting back to black men, on an individual level, we're good. Most of us are good. But our public image is trash. And Will Smith is just a symptom of that. Stephen A. Smith did a live stream where everybody's out here begging Jada to stop. Let's take a look at what Will Smith. We're going to get to it. Will Smith responded. We're going to get to the response of Will Smith. He absolutely this whole thing is disgusting. But let's take a look at listen at what Stephen A. Smith had to say.
That is the creme de la creme of being an author. And I am a New York Times bestseller. So I kind of understand. But that's not the subject that I'm at right now. You see, I have to confess to you that being a Christian, loving God.
First of all, Stephen A., how you going to call somebody a Christian when you just 2 days ago you call Jason Whitlock a fat bastard? I'm just saying.
Certainly not fully enmeshed in spirituality the way that I should be.
You ain't never lied there, brother.
Spiritual individual. I pray every morning. I pray every night. I know there's a higher being, that there's a heavenly Father watching over me. But let's just say I'm trying to get to where he wants me to go. I'm just not there yet. But when it comes to forgiveness, I'm usually that dude. People cross me, don't even have to apologize. They just can come up to me and say, hey, man, can we just squash this? Let bygones be bygones. I'm good, man. Peace is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Ain't no reason to have all this animosity towards everybody and all this other stuff. Really no need for it. But I'm going to say this. It's pretty hard for me to forgive Will Smith. It's not my place. My forgiveness doesn't matter, as does most of ours. Here's what I mean. And if Will Smith is listening, I hope he hears me when I say this. Will Smith, we know you're a good brother. Your body of work speaks for itself, not just as an actor, an artist, etc.
First of all, him having success in you can call it success in the music industry. Him having success in Hollywood, in movies, in pictures and films doesn't make him a good brother. I no longer view him as a good brother, not because of the slap when he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. I don't view him as a good brother because of what he's allowing to happen, what he allowed to happen to his public image, and not just his, but to mine. The perpetual narrative that anybody can come in and get them some from a black man. They can just come in and take it. You need your street cred, go take it from a black man. You need your confidence, take it. You need your confidence back, go take it from a black man. You need to get rich, go take it from a black man. You want to get your row out because you're upset about something, go take it out on a black man. He ain't going to say nothing. He ain't going to do nothing. He ain't going to do nothing but take it. When you get through chewing them up, just give him a pair of Jordans. He'll be okay. Give him a loan so he can get him a Hellcat with some 30-inch rims. He'll be okay. Any man to come out here and tell me that as a collective, that black men are not a bunch of fucking cowards, come on up. Explain yourself to me. Prove to me as a collective that we're not cowardly, that we're not weak, that we're not soft, that we don't have anything to be respectable about. And I'm not talking about you as an individual. Because if our collective image was intact, if our collective cultural ethnic image was intact, our own damn women wouldn't do the things that they're doing. To a degree, I don't blame these ladies. We got the whole goddamn manosphere 2 or 3 months ago coming to the goddamn aid of an ignorant ass white woman. I'm just talking about here on YouTube. We got these so-called, we got guys like Dr. Umar Johnson preaching perpetual bullshit that keep our ladies stuck. We got guys, even though I'm playing a clip from Stephen A. Smith, going out here disrespecting other black men publicly and humiliating them publicly. All of our petty grievances. I am a black man having to admit this shit, that as a collective, the group that I belong to, and let me tell you something, those of you that sit around talking about, well, that's not fair, that's not fair, that's not fair, you sound like a bitch to me. Elementary school children talk about what's not fair. Grown-ass men find a way to minimize it, change it, or eliminate it. You damn right it's not fair. I'm just sick of it. And Will Smith, what he has done, what he has accepted, we all looking at it from, oh, that just Will. Oh, that just Will. This ain't just Will. Will represents all of us. Tyler Perry giving an interview talking about, oh, black men, if all a black man could do is just pay a light bill, as if black men are out here broke. With every statistical measure, we've known for years now that black men have just earned almost as much money as their white male counterparts. We're about $6,000 or so apart. That's nothing when you factor in the taxes they take out. The average white man and the average black man are bringing home almost the same goddamn paycheck. And we got Tyler Perry, who's a damn billionaire, talking about, well, if a brother can just, pay a light bill, and we let him get away with that shit. I don't care what bigger point he was trying to make. Just the damn narrative that we continue to perpetuate, that brothers are not up to snuff. That can happen when your cultural ethnic image is trash. Sorry for these pauses, boy. I'm over here the more and more I think about this shit, I'm getting myself all worked up over here. Y'all go tell a few brothers, share this with a few brothers and say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Say thank you to the black man for saying what I'm saying. You ladies, sisters in the chat, go ahead and thank me. Because to a degree, not everything you guys are saying about us is fucking wrong. So go ahead, ladies in the chat, do me a favor.
Acknowledge me.
Money making is my thing, cause I'm trying to be rich, trying to put away meals.
Shout out to Messy Michonne in the
I'm a
building
black woman.
with the $20 super sticker. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I really do. Where Theo at?
Bang! Bang! It's good.
He was just live, so I want to know why come, listen at me. Why come he not over here? Why come he not over here?
But as a humanitarian, your heart's in the right place. We know that. And to engage in condemnation about Will Smith as a person into perpetuity would be wrong and cruel. But what I think you have to respect Will Smith is that it's pretty hard for any black man, any black person, but especially any black man. And I'm not saying that white folks shouldn't be appalled either, like Jim Carrey spoke out against them along with various others. And I agree with Jim Carrey. I might have had him arrested. I wouldn't have had him arrested. I would have tried to whip his ass. But somebody else, I can understand how they would have won. I think we were both kind of just.
And hold on a second. And you said they're talking about you would have whooped Chris Rock's. You would have whooped Will Smith's ass. Chris Rock. Let me tell you something. Emotionally, I understand that fucking narrative to do that. But what Chris Rock did in that moment, and a lot of people talk about what they would have done, what I would have done. You don't know what the fuck you would have done in that situation. Don't none of us know. We can only surmise what we think we would have done. The longer I thought about Chris Rock's response, the longer I thought about how he handled it, the more proud I was of Chris Rock. Because it wouldn't have been just one nigga out of control. It would have been the whole. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying.
Money making is my thing, cause I'm trying to be rich, trying to put away meals.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the.
All right. Shout out once again to the good sister Harmonize with the double nickel. Thank you. Always, we got your king. That's right. I'm a king. Don't forget that. That's my theme song. I'm a king. Don't forget that at all. Thank you. I appreciate you for that. And of course, my sexy is strong. I came in and TJ going off. Yeah, and I'm because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of us being so weak. I always think about stuff and I should have pulled the clip. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think that's his name. You know, I call him the big giant head, the brainiac man, the science man, the black genius science man. I was listening to a clip of him talking about he got thrown off of jury duty, and because the judge asked a question, and Neil deGrasse responded by saying, "Are you asking me if I could be a juror for because off of just eyewitness testimony? And if you're saying that we only got one eyewitness, then I can't convict." And then the judge repeated something back. Then Neil deGrasse Tyson then says, "What I wanted to say in that moment was, you were just an eyewitness to me 30 seconds ago, and you got it wrong, but you want me to convict somebody for something that happened months ago." The fact that he had that thought and did not have the balls to say it because he was correct, is another indication of just how fucking weak we are as black men. We are afraid. We are afraid of everything moving. And we got this persona, don't fuck with a black man, get your ass whooped. Black men are a bunch of pussies. If you can't stand where you only what you need to stand, that's for the betterment of your family, of your culture, of your cultural ethnic image. You are effing pussy all day long and twice on Sunday. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go out of your way to put your livelihood in jeopardy. But you can't even tell your woman no. You can't even tell your woman, I'm not putting up with that. You're not even doing that. You won't come out and check other brothers when they're out of order. Every time we had, over the last 5 to 6 years, that we had policing incident where one of the brothers was lost their lives. They were unarmed and they lost their lives. Where were all the brothers coming out there telling them, stop burning? Here in St. Louis, you burnt down a gas station in the community. It's not there anymore. You burnt out a grocery store that's in your community anymore. Where were you guys out there preventing that stuff? You weren't preventing that. Your ass was out there just sitting there with your arms folded looking while you watching your kids and your baby mamas and them out there wilding out in the 1960s. Go back and look at the footage about what happened in Selma. Go look at the footage of that. Did you see our grandparents? Because those are our grandparents now. Did you go out there? Did you see our grandparents out there tearing up Woolworths and all this other crap, wearing wife beaters and throwing bricks and stuff, jumping on top of police cars? Did you see them do that crap when they were out there protesting? Now the white folk did it to them. But they were out in their Sunday best. And you know, back then, black folks, most black men maybe had one and a half good suits. Grandma had maybe one and a half good church hats, 2, 3 good church dresses that she rotated through, one maybe good pair of shoes. Black men, we out here talking. The manosphere is out here talking. Thumping your chest. But a 5'1", 90-pound woman can reduce you to garbage.
2016, that's over 7 years ago. And at this moment, the two of them are still legally married, but are no longer romantically together and haven't been for a very, very long time. On the relationship's demise, she says, why it fractured, that's a lot of things. By the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of just still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be. But they didn't get divorced. Because she said, I made a promise that there would never be a reason for us to get a divorce when they first got married. You know, they've been married since 1997. She said, we will work through whatever. I just haven't been able to break that promise. Of course, knowing that her husband slapped the living shit out of Chris Rock on national television.
All I hear off of that, that was a quote from Jada. And this is what I heard.
Talkity talking.
That's all I heard. Messy Michon. All I heard was
talkity talking.
Thank you, Messy Michon, for that. That's all I heard.
Global television, because the Oscars were watched everywhere. She had to bring up Chris Rock, of course. And instead, did we hear an apology? Did we hear anything? No, we haven't heard that. What we heard was that she originally thought Will slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars was a skit, that it wasn't real. She didn't know it was real when she saw Chris Rock's face do damn near 180. When she saw her man's imprints on his left jaw, she thought it was a skit. When she heard that loud ass slap and the audience be aghast. Oh, no. She thought it was a skit. I was like, there's no way that Will hit him. It wasn't until Will started to walk back to his chair that I even realized it wasn't a skit. And of course, last but not least, she had to drop dime, as they say, on Chris Rock, claiming he asked her out for a date. He asked her out on a date, explaining, I think every summer all the reports would come out that me and Will were getting a divorce. In this particular summer, Chris, he thought that we were getting a divorce. So he called me and basically he was like, I'd love to take you out. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, aren't you and Will getting a divorce? I was like, no, Chris, those are just rumors. He was appalled and he profusely apologized, and that was that.
Talkity talking.
I'm
So I brought all that up just to remind us about how vile this woman is being to this man. And you would think after all of this, that finally Big Willie style would find his fucking balls for the collective of black men. Because we all, let me tell y'all something. Every last one of us that is out here jumping Jada, shaming Jada, checking Jada. Let me tell y'all, we out here looking bad, y'all. You want to know why we out here looking bad? Jumping Jada, shaming Jada, checking Jada. We out here bad because our own damn husband won't do it. He looks like a 5-year-old little boy who needs to be protected. The community of black men got to protect all black men. Will Smith needs protection from the community of black men.
Damn.
So let's hear what Will Smith got to say.
Has now responded to Jada's book for the first time. Let's put up the picture full mask. A lot of twists and turns. Put on your seatbelt. No, Jada has not married Tupac's hologram, at least not yet.
Goddamn.
But I still.
Right? He said no. Jada hasn't married Tupac's hologram.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. He did not say. Messy Michonne.
You just said some bars a second ago. Sorry, I'm driving, FYI.
That's okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you real good.
You just said some bars, okay, about Will not even checking her, and everybody else is, and he ain't got shit to say. Bars. You right. You absolutely right with that. Half damn crazy.
We're out here looking bad with this brother. Like Will Smith.
You're right. He ain't saying nothing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Will Smith, like, even if you are afraid, you know, sometimes you might be afraid to speak up for yourself, but then when you see other people coming to your rescue, sometimes that gives you some encouragement to come on up. You know what I mean? He didn't even do that.
No, he gonna put out the video, which I'm sure you're gonna get to. Like, what? Will. That's why I had to take my love away from him. It's gone. It's over to LL Cool J. All of it. I'm done.
You see, it's all over the LL Cool J.
I took all the love. My love has been divided by many of men rappers, okay? And Will can't have it no more. I transfer my portion to LL. I can't do it. Cause I said that on air. Cause seriously, I guess I'm really saying what it is that you just said. You looking half damn crazy in these streets, letting her be out here just talking all this sugar on the iced tea. Crazy. It's crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah. But my overarching point, Mashawn, is Will Smith is, as the individual, but as a collective of black men, if the volume of black men that are actually in Will's position, I don't feel sorry for us anymore, especially when we out here, when we got choices. They're out here making us all look bad, and we all get wrapped up in this crap. I don't feel bad for Will or any other dude that's in this situation, because you don't have to be. Now, you can't stop if your woman or your man decides to do you dirty. You can't stop that, but you can stop it from continuing to happen.
Agree. I agree. I said the same thing. I agree. It's crazy. I'm always for the you. It's your choice. You're doing it. That's why I'm like you allowing this, Will. This is crazy. That's why I gotta give him smoke too.
Yeah, and I don't think people are out here just really wrapping their head around it, because they're so focused on how bad Jada is being, as if Will, some 5 or 6 year old little boy being abused. He's not.
But she restarted today. It's a whole new week, and she's starting again. It doesn't stop. It's like nonstop. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. This video that I'm about to play, oh my God. This video I'm about to play of Will reacting to this shit.
Yeah, I saw it.
This is look, black men need to, Jada did what she did, she filed. But at some point, black men gotta stop jumping Jada and start, jumping Will for this garbage. Man, you out here making us all look bad.
I agree.
He's supposed to be the best of. He's supposed to be the best of us.
Agree.
Will Smith is, I guess what we were labeled cornballs. Will Smith is a nice looking cornball. You understand what I'm saying? He grew up corny with that bubble gum pop rap. He came from the hood. He made it. He got business savvy. He parlayed his talent and the gifts into network television, into a blockbuster movie star, and then he saddled himself with the Woman King.
Yes, exactly. Half damn crazy. Half damn crazy.
All right, Mashawn, let me get to this video.
All right,
oh my goodness.
I'm going.
Hey, Israel.
You.
Yes, sir. Let me get to this video real quick, and I'm gonna bring you right up. All right.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm riding with you.
All right.
He'll predict that will come. After all of the controversy surrounding Jada Pinkett Smith, her memoir, her husband, Will Smith, has finally responded online. So Will posted a video that said that he turned off all his notifications. All right. Here it is.
Fun fact about me, I can take a nap almost anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. So he also said supportive things. All right. Despite some unflattering things that were said about him in the book, he publicly supports the memoir. Here it is.
All right, you guys. This is the first time I'm going to see the book. We're all together. I have not seen.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah. So he also said supportive things. All right. Despite some unflattering things that were said about him in the book, he publicly supports the memoir. Here it is.
All right, you guys. This is
Israel. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna bring you up right after this. Watch this, brother, man.
the first time I'm going to see the book. We're all together. I have not seen the book yet. We just got the first time.
I also
Israel, but this guy right here is about to read Will Smith's actual statement, but I wanted to bring you up before we get to that. You there, Israel?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So what's up, man? What you got for me?
Nah, man, you cooking, man. This exquisite meal you've prepared. All I need to know is who made the potato salad, man.
Great grandma.
Shit, you cooking, man. Hey, you right on point, man. Right on point with it. We got to start protecting the black male image. We said that the other night when we was on, you know.
But the only way to do that is black men collectively, the ones of us that are doing well. On, I kept talking about it. We're on an individual level, we're doing fantastic. But that's not. It doesn't matter if my overall national cultural ethnic image is trash. Don't matter what I'm doing individually.
It don't matter. Claude Anderson spoke on this for many years, and it's a team sport, he said. We've been taught to be individuals, and we got to realize that the only way to play this game is as a group, as a team, the way everybody else does. No other group of people allow their image to be destroyed the way we do, and just accept it and lay down and accept it. And it's ridiculous.
Like at the beginning of the stream, I said I compared black men to the Chicago Bears. At first glance, when you think about the Chicago Bears, you think about that Super Bowl team, how tough they were, resilient, no nonsense, go in, get the job done, run the score up on you while not letting you do nothing. That was black men once upon a time. Now, when you line up against the Chicago Bears, you still got the imagery, but when the game get played, we got the Pee Wee Football League team running all over them. That's black men. We're basically a prostitute. We're a $3 prostitute. Everybody come get some.
Hell, we ain't even getting paid for it now. We just giving it away.
Just giving it away.
Free booty. We free booty right now.
I'm glad somebody else. I wanted to say that earlier, but I'm glad somebody say that. Yeah, because that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I wanted to come out of my mouth. Free booty. Yeah, absolutely. And in a lot of us, even those in the manosphere, get all butt hurt about the way our women behave, which I can understand. It's a legitimate concern. However,
we got to do the root cause analysis. And when you do the root cause analysis, we got to look at ourselves.
There you go. So while the manosphere may have started it, we ain't gone deep enough. We allow our women to do this crap to us. And not only do we allow them to do it, but the women that do this fuck shit, we come out and rescue them.
No doubt. Every time. It's always Jermaine's fault.
We come out and rescue them. We always, was it last week I talked about black men need to come to terms with the fact that their mothers are hoes.
No doubt. Grandma didn't have no drawers on. I say it all the time.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you coming up. I'm gonna give.
No, Grandma had drawers on. D, you lying? Nah, she didn't.
Right
Grandma
on.
was working just like that video Messi Michonne plays all the time.
Yeah.
With the dress, Grandma on that stage twerking. That lady been twerking for 70 years.
Yeah.
So all this modern woman talk, we talk bull crap. Only thing that's changed is the environment. The women are doing what they've always done, and we just let them continue to get out of pocket.
It's disgusting.
I was at Freaknik 30 years ago. I mean, what? Those wasn't modern women?
Oh, they absolutely were.
Oh, come on. Hell, them same group of women kept doing it. They never stopped. That's why they tried to shut down the Freaknik documentary, because they didn't want their little dirty laundry getting aired. Hey, they was coming to Charlotte doing that at CIAA, the same group of women. They was going down there to Jamaica with the sex parties, the sipping sucks parties. Same the whole time.
Yep.
But us men, we pretend like this is new. It's been going on, and we're to blame.
And we're to blame, and we do it. We do it. Let me get to the rest of this, and then I got some super chats, man. I'm gonna leave you.
I'm gonna hang with you. Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
All right. Okay. Now this is the hold on before we get there. Before we go there, let me go ahead and do some acknowledging. Let me go do some
money making is my thing, because I'm trying to be rich, trying to put away meals.
All right, shout out to the homeboy Eric Jordan with the $2 talking about Will Smith looks at peace just doing him. Hey, bro, that man ain't nowhere near at peace. And then, hold on a second, I gotta give it to you.
But these last $2.
Yeah, I can't forget to do that. He looks at peace. That brother ain't nowhere near at peace. What's this man that's on the screen right now is about to read a statement that Will Smith provided to a news outlet. To a news outlet. This is ridiculous.
I also have a letter from Will, right? Okay. Congrats, Dink. I just turned the final page of Worthy, and damn. Gonna get you to do the damn. How would he say it?
Damn.
I just turned the final page of Worthy, and damn. It is amazing to realize that despite having lived most of my life by your side, I still found myself shocked and stunned and caught off guard, laughing, then inspired, then heartbroken. I was all over the place. It's one thing to hear anecdotes at a family barbecue, but it was truly overwhelming to take in your story potently condensed in this way. You are one of one, a rare blend of power and delicate sensitivity. I know it wasn't easy to excavate the depths in that way. I applaud and honor you. If I had read this book 30 years ago, I definitely would have hugged you more. I'll start now. Welcome to the Authors Club. I love you endlessly. Now go get some Merlot and take a rest.
I didn't lose my audio. At one point, I did have some words for this statement that Will Smith. At one point, I have a whole thing written out about what I thought about this. Look at Jada's response. She's gleefully happy. She threw her head back, got her mouth wide open. This woman is absolutely thrilled about what she's done to this man. And she did it to this man because it's easy to do crap like this to black men. Don't nobody ever, don't nobody respect black men, because black men never commands it. Will Smith, this might be happening to Will Smith, but this behavior of his is the behavior of black men. We allow, this is a 5 foot, if that, 90-pound woman, if that. Will Smith's a giant. This is Samson and Delilah. That's what this is. I'm going to play the next 2 seconds of what she says to him, but I needed to leave this picture up on the screen. I want everybody to see this picture of this woman. I want you to see the joy, the pleasure, the excitement that she had over that crazy. I don't even want to call him a simp anymore. Calling him a simp is way too good. It's way too respectful to call him a simp. You there, Israel?
Yeah, I'm here. Call him a sucker MC. That's what we used to call him.
I don't think we got any words anymore to describe to describe the depths of low. And I know we're picking at Will, but you know, for me right now, Will is just the representation. This is black men.
Yeah.
Because our women, Jada ain't the only woman that's out here doing this. And Will ain't the only. I was
married to one.
And Will ain't the only one accepting this. Jada is comfortable doing this because black men have not in 60 years haven't given anybody in this country, including our own women, anything to respect. And I know what the danger of my type and I know the danger of this type of stream is. The danger of this type of stream is to will give other black women the hyena class. Oh, we got one on our side. I'm not on your fucking side. This is a call to arms to a degree for black men.
That's why ESPN, save yourself, black men.
Either we gotta expel these ass clown men out from us. Other cultures do it.
Yep. And that's the argument I've been making for years now. These type of men are our worst enemies. The Umars, the Hafizes, the Wills, the Tyreses. I'm gonna throw him in there too.
Oh yeah. But they're just the name. They're just somebody that we can see. You know what I mean? But they represent what we are. They are what we are culturally. The fact that these women do them like this and do it without blinking.
No hesitation, no remorse.
I'm not saying. What's up, Smoke and Talk? As you guys can see, you guys are the top show supporters of the RBN network. They just the representation of this. They're just the physical representation of this for us. Let me play the next few seconds of this disgraceful woman.
He know I can't have no Merlot. That's beautiful. That's why I can't divorce that joker.
Israel, I'm gonna get that to you. I'm gonna sit here. I gotta sit here and collect myself. I'm gonna get that to you. What you got to say about what?
It's just amazing how carelessly and recklessly she speaks with such ease. I mean, it flows so smoothly. No, just the level of disrespect is just unmentionable. It's like undescribable. And she's not just disrespecting Will. All of us black men should be offended. Should be offended right now. How easily and carelessly she's saying what she's saying. It's unbelievable. And no pushback. Same thing, like as you mentioned a few minutes ago, Tyler Perry came out. And the first thing he said was a lie. He opened his mouth to say, oh, I know I'm going to get in trouble for this. First of all, who you going to get in trouble with? Who, bruh? You're a billionaire. Who going to put you in check? But moving on, then he opens his mouth to say, oh, black women are making more money than black men now. That's never been true in the history of this planet where any group of women has out-earned their men. It ain't true now, nor has it ever been true in history. But for this billionaire representing us, supposedly, to just disrespect black men that way, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And
Tyler
no
Perry,
to my knowledge, I'm the only one that did a stream and keyed in on that fact.
Tyler Perry
stepped up to check Tyler Perry. Nah, bro, that's not true.
Tyler Perry became a billionaire on the backs of continually destroying the black male image.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So he was catering, he saw a business opportunity, just like the Democrats do. They want to pander to this narrative, this false narrative for votes, for likes, for views, for campaign contributions, for whatever at our expense.
And
everybody needs to be sharing this stream, man, because RBN was cooking. And I shared it on all my social medias. I even sent it to my kids. We need to have this conversation. We need to make sure everybody hears this.
Yeah.
I don't want people coming back 10 years from now. Oh, I didn't know. I never heard it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm tired of having these circular arguments.
Yep. Same here.
I'm tired of having them.
Yep. I want to show you. I brought up what the white man thinks about us, and he's going to be using Will Smith as an example. Okay, I'm bringing up I'm bringing up an analysis from a white conservative man named Matt Walsh. Okay, give me a second. Let's take a look at this.
Last week about Jada Pinkett Smith and her never-ending Will Smith humiliation tour, which has been kicked into a new gear recently with the release of her memoir. And in the memoir, she reveals even more embarrassing things about Will Smith, including the fact that she left him in 2016 after she was the one who cheated on him, and then the marriage broke up, and it's at least heavily implied that she's the one who broke it up. And so then that leads to the conclusion that Will Smith, when he did the infamous slap of Chris Rock, he was doing that in defense of a woman who's not even living with him anymore, and hadn't been for years, which is even more embarrassing. So she brought that out to embarrass him again. And now we have Will Smith's response to all of this. So the New York Post has this. Will Smith has broken his silence about the bombshells dropped by his estranged wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, about their 25-year marriage. The Men in Black star 55 sent the New York Times an email saying the revelations, quote, kind of woke him up, adding that Pinkett Smith, 52, was more, quote, resilient, clever, and compassionate than he'd understood. Quote, when you've been with someone for more than half of your life, a sort of emotional blindness sets in, Smith wrote, according to the Times article published Saturday. And you can all too easily lose your sensitivity to their hidden nuances and subtle beauties. That was Will Smith's response. So after being publicly humiliated again by his apparently estranged wife, he responds by blaming himself and his emotional blindness. So he's the one who's emotionally blind. She is just ripping him to shreds in public constantly. No concern for his own emotions. But she's the one who brings him on camera to talk about her affair while he sits there clearly like on the verge of tears. It's an utterly broken man. And she doesn't notice or doesn't care, or both. And yet Will Smith says that he's the one who is emotionally blind. And then he extols Jada's hidden nuances and subtle beauties.
Oh my God.
And it's true, by the way. I don't deny that if Jada Pinkett Smith has any beauty, it is very subtle.
Damn. Woo. Damn. Hold on a second. I didn't see that. Ooh, I didn't see that coming.
Damn.
Ooh. Hey, this white man, come on, bro. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
My position is that the black woman's disrespect and rebellion against the leadership and the authority of the black man is a direct cause of the breakdown in our black family structure.
Hold on, let me finish this.
Very, very subtle. If there's beauty there, it is it's so subtle that it's invisible. It's so subtle that it doesn't exist, that nobody can find it. But this is how he responds. And it's why, to my point last week about this, it's why Will Smith is not a victim. And I think that's an important point because it seems like the public is mostly against Jada Pinkett Smith. Maybe surprisingly enough, this based on what I've seen, this may be the only bipartisan issue left in America. This might be
Damn.
the only thing left that everybody agrees on all sides of every side of our fractured culture. Everyone seems to agree that Jada Pinkett Smith is an awful witch. So, in a weird way, she's like bringing the country together so that everyone can just hate her. So that's kind of a service that she's providing. Maybe we should thank her for it. Maybe that's the hidden nuance and subtle beauty that Will Smith was talking about. But, and far be it from me to, try to, when we have this kind of unity, I would like to join in, but I would like to say that I think sometimes it goes too far on the other end where people talk about Will Smith like he's some sort of helpless victim who's in this abusive marriage. But what we see is that he's not a victim at all, really. I mean, Jada Pinkett Smith is an awful witch, no question about it, but Will Smith is a willing participant in his own humiliation and degradation. And now he's encouraging his estranged wife to embarrass him even more and respect him even less by responding in a way that is not respectable. So Jada Pinkett Smith is going to see his response and just despise him even more. And have even less respect for him, which is not a defense of her, but it also just goes to show why Will Smith is not a victim. And this is like we talked about last week. Respect in a marriage is not just important; it's foundational, and especially for the man. The man has to feel respected in a marriage. He has to be respected in his marriage. And if there's no respect in the marriage, then it's a recipe for total collapse and disaster. Every bad thing that can happen in a marriage will happen from that starting point. That's where you get into infidelity and everything else. Oftentimes it begins there with a lack of respect. People always say, happy to...
Let's give this brother right here, let's give him a standing ovation. Ben, You know it's bad when the white man calls you a coward and calls you not respectable. Jada has completely and utterly dominated Will Smith. The domination of Will Smith isn't just about Will. It's a symptom of the catastrophic terminal problem with black men. Israel, you there? Oh, he's muted.
Yeah, I'm here. I mean, it's just, I mean, it almost leaves you speechless.
I am speechless. So I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to end it because I'm speechless. I mean, this white man, I mean, he slam dunked this. He tomahawk dunked this shit. He tomahawk dunked it from the free throw line. My message, my plea to black men out here, and I might need to go on a platform tour. We gotta stop being cowards. And the only way to stop being cowards is to get the nerve to open your mouth to, 1, say no, and 2, say what you mean, and 3, do what you mean.
Gotta talk the talk and walk the walk.
Too many black men are out here. They're afraid to bow up to their women because they are afraid that they won't get no more pussy.
And it's all of their women. It ain't even just the ones they sleeping with or trying to sleep with.
Yes.
It's their mamas. It's their aunties.
It's all of them.
Sisters.
Yeah, but I'm starting with the women that they sleeping with. Or that they want to. They're afraid. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna say black women are nothing to be afraid of. What the hell I need to be afraid of a black woman for? Why would I be remotely afraid of somebody who can't kick my ass? Why do I need to be afraid of somebody that every time I look up, they're calling me for help? For something. For something. If it ain't nothing but for some damn advice.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a coffee break, but you know what we do when we at work, Israel? We go to break early and we come back late.
When we break, we break. Shout out to Bernie Mac.
Yeah, we didn't broke on this one. Israel, I'm way past my coffee break and I got to turn some stuff in, but I needed to get this in that, you know, black men were being dominated. Black women have exposed us as much as we want to check our women in their delusional behavior and they overinflated egos.
We're allowing ourselves to be dominated, you know?
What'd you say?
It's a voluntary thing, you know. And it's sad, you know. You look at Will was one of our best. He achieved what we all aspire to do, just success on all levels. And to see him fall where he's at now, it's heartbreaking, man. But it's self-inflicted, so you can't have any empathy for him.
Not him, not just him or any brother. I know it's easy to keep this about Will, which it is. But, you know, I said at the beginning of the stream, a lot of us, because it's not happening to us or because we're a little bit different, we tend to compartmentalize it off like that don't affect us. What this brother does affects all of us.
No doubt.
It continues to perpetuate a narrative that black men are weak and anybody can come in, anyone can come in and bend you over and take it.
And other men are looking at us like, y'all want to compete with us, but you can't even get your house in order.
Yeah, that's why they laugh at us.
Yeah.
Yep, bro. Time for me to get up out of here. We'll do this
All right,
again
man.
later. All right.
Glad to participate.
Yep.
I'm out.
Good Lord, y'all. Until next time.
LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Okay, they been sleeping on me, now it's time to wake up from that nap. Get to know me, shawty, you can do that when you hear me rap. Flowing like a river when I spit, I know you feeling that. Crowns on my head, beat snapbacks and some fitted caps. Yeah, turn it to the back and walk tall. Under 6 feet, I'm really not that tall at all. But I do some things that you never seen, bruh. Acting like a king. Why is that? Cause I'm a king, bruh. With a swagger that you probably never ever saw. Call me sushi cause I gotta give it to him raw. Southpaw like a left-handed boxer. Get the microphone and start snapping like a lobster. Yes sir, I've been made all over. Not Jehovah Witness, but I witness for Jehovah. Yep, I'm a soldier, marching on the scene. Christ paid the price, so I've been made a righteous king. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Up on my head, yeah, I cut them dreads. Focus on my craft, gotta keep the family fed. I am on my grind, kingdom on my mind. I ain't talking about rims when I say I'm getting my shine. I'm talking about that light, shining through my life. High flows, high tracks, gotta represent Christ. Step up on the scene, looking like a king, walking like a king, talking like a king. Not any king, talking about a righteous king. Declared righteous by Christ, yep, Christ the king. Not moved by man, don't care what you talking about. People's here, keep talking while I'm walking it out. Yep, doing my thing, repping Jesus' name. Going hard, moving up, yep, that's my aim. Bouncing, swagging, fresh kicks and some jeans. Walking with my chest out, cause I'm a king. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, swag, swag, I'm a king, homie. Swag, swag, you a king, homie.